Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BTCS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Now, before I go any further, I do need to note that this is kind of a tricky chart to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you're a day trader and you bought there, and you wanted to sell within 15 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. Yeah, the price pulled back today. But from the big picture, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I am going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trading type perspective going into it. And to really kind of make all this as straightforward as possible, again, I get it. I probably sound crazy calling all this bullish, depending on things. But let's just say that the price actually pulls back that much more. I'm not saying at all that this will happen, but let's say it actually pulls back to 9 cents. Again, not saying that's going to happen, but let's just take more of an extreme example. So what would a 9-cent pullback, leave things with? Well, so the price comes down here, does something like that, and then starts to work its way back upwards. Emphasis on big picture. So from the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have a base of lows right here. You picture these as stair steps. The big picture stair steps would still very clearly be going in the upwards direction. And again, that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do over time. It's going to make progress forward. And in this situation, I'm just defining and quantifying the phrase make progress as that 9-cent mark. Again, I'm not saying the price is for sure heading down there. So, I mean, the chart would look that much better if the price could somehow just kind of manage to stay up around here before starting to head back up. But I'm not saying that, if the price, let's say, drops below 10 cents, that everything's totally ruined. I'm not saying that at all. But my point is, big picture, the bulls are still in control. And I get it. Once again, I realize that if you're a day trader and you bought right there, then you couldn't care less about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be talking about things from more so an overall perspective. So sure, today the price pulled back, but think about that word, today. That's 1 day. Looking at multiple days as we're doing here, you can see that the bulls still have an opportunity to build a higher base. So let's see if they can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.